Good afternoon. It is Friday, May 10th, and it is approximately I think it's 1:15-ish. 1:15 exactly, actually. Fitbit. My Nugget has been at camp, 5th grade camp, since Wednesday. I dropped him off at the bus stop, his regular bus stop, with his change of clothes and all that good stuff. He had to leave his cell phone at home. So I've never I've never been without my child and no way to communicate with him. Now, yes, I recall that my oldest child, my daughter, went off to band camp a couple of years in the summer back in the day. And she didn't have a cell phone. Well, she actually did have a cell phone. Similar things happened. She had a cell phone. It got wet. I thought, oh my God, something's wrong with my child. She not calling. I couldn't reach her. So I called and freaked out the entire school until they got in touch with her and was like, call your mother. Because I'm psycho about my babies. So, yeah, he comes back today. I'm going to go get him in a few minutes. I'm going up to his school. Because they are scheduled to be back today at 1:30. And so I'm supposed to be at work. This week of work was very interesting. So, today I woke up and I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm going to be very blunt because why not? I woke up today and chose violence. I woke up at like 5:30 and was like, I miss my son. Pulled out the alcohol. Downed me 2 25 milligram edibles. So then, of course, the sensible part of me kicked in. And was like, okay, you were supposed to be at work and it's vitally important this week that you be at work. Plus, I scheduled an appointment with my night shift people. Tonight I have to speak to a couple of people and issue a couple of disciplinary things. And so I had already made sure that the leaders and managers were going to be available. So I have to be there tonight. So I'm like, damn it. All right. So I texted my boss and I'm like, hey, sorry to do this to you, but listen, Linda, listen. My boss's name is not Linda, but you know, I'm like, I need to be able to come in later today. I should be there at about 2:00. And then also I've got to stay until after 7 because I've got to meet with some associates tonight, and I already got it on the records and on the calendar. So I don't like missing those appointments if I don't have to. But Cameron, I have to go pick Cameron up because he doesn't have a key because all he brought was his luggage. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to be in at about 3, or 2, He's like, can you flip flop, And I'm like, I can't. And I told him, I have to meet with my associates. I don't want to give them another excuse. Like, I was supposed to meet with Sam. Sam didn't show up. No, thank you, because they'll run right to my boss with that, and I ain't got time for that. So I let him know about that, and he was like, oh, okay, well, will Misty be able to cover for you? So I had already started texting her, hey, I'm having a morning. I need you to cover my ass for me. And she was like, okay, sure, no problem, I got you. Appreciate you, thank you. So I let the boss know. And then, okay, so that was at like 6:15 this morning. Within 20 minutes, I downed 2 shots of 99 proof and a cup of, like a 6-ounce cup of wine and 2 edibles, 50 milligrams. So at like 7, I was like, and went right to sleep, right? Woke up at like 11:30 and I was like, thank you. Then I realized, wait a minute. Cameron isn't even going to be home, at the school until 1:30. Why did I tell my boss I'd be there by 2? Oh, well, he going to have to get me at 3. because I gotta go pick up my baby. Like, it is what it is. And if he's not even gonna be there until about 1:30, we do have to estimate that it's gonna be about 10 or 15 minutes late, because you never know what kind of traffic they might have encountered on the way back from camp today. So I was thinking I'd probably be able to take him home at about 2 o'clock. But I was supposed to be at work at 2 o'clock, so okay, I'm just, look, boss, shit happened, but look, I'm still here. I'm still making it happen. I hope you're good with it. I got PTO time if you need me to put in for PTO time for this morning. But he is really, really good about, you don't need to do that, Sam, because you're here at weird hours when others would normally be like, other HR people would be like, no, my hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Whereas for me, I recognize that I have a night shift team. So if a night shift leader, manager, one of the associates is like, I need to see you. Okay, no problem. I will be here for you tonight. I'll meet you in my office at 7 or whenever. So he's pretty good about that. So I hope that he will understand. And I'll tell him, because my boss is actually very, very cool, which is the reason why I love my job so much. I have been offered 2 other jobs since I've been working at Clean Tech, both for over $110,000 per year. And I was like, no, money sounds good, but it's not always about money, at least for me, because, you know, I got OCD, and I'm comfortable in my skin, right? I know that I got all these weird oddities. So to find a job where the boss is like, okay, I hear you. You got OCD. I'm gonna work around it. So if he starts like, hey, Sam, wait, let me get a pen and paper. Okay. Before he'd be like, you don't need a pen and paper to take this down. No, you don't understand. My mind is firing at a million different spots per minute. And just like you said, blah, 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 blah. Wait, what were we talking about? I know myself. I know it. I got ADHD and OCD. So he was like, okay. So it's good to have a boss who understands you, right? I told him, you know, I will be there for you. I will fall on swords for you, because I respect what you do at this company, right? He's a site manager, and they pull him in a million different directions every day, and he's got to be like, okay, all right. And not to mention, he's still got the big bosses on his ass, you know, from corporate, because they're going to hold him accountable as well, obviously, right? So that's a lot of pressure, a lot of pressure. So I get it. And anywho's, I just think that he and we mesh well. So I'm going to go pick up my Nugget now and then drop him back off at home. I'll spend a little bit of time with him while he's here, and then be like, all right, I got to go, but we will stop and get you food if you want or whatever. And then I will be back home tonight. And then if you want to, we can go to dinner or whatever Nugget wants to do, because I miss my Nugget. Okay, woo, that was a lot of time. Okay.